So check this out. My mama got me this 22-inch griddle, blackstone for crummer. That's right. She got it for me for crummer. And I knew that I had to season this thing before I could just go out there whooping up fantabulous meals on it. Okay. So you start off by getting it extremely hot. You see it smoking? And then you put a little bit of water on there to start off with the first go around, okay? You wipe it all up in the corners, the cracks, the crevices, and all that stuff. That water right there on the first go round is gonna get all your packing grease off of it. Any metal shavings that might be on it from the fabrication of this thing, right? So you want to do this 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 times, how many ever times you feel comfortable doing. It don't matter. I only done mine 3 times, okay? And in between each time, every time you put the oil on there, you want it to cook, simmer, smoke, get really hot every single time. This can take upwards of 10 minutes, depending on your griddle. And you want to be sure to get all the corners. It's very important to get in all the edges and the corners because when you cooking and you slinging food around, it's gonna get in them corners and stuff. And if you don't get the packing grease off of it, or maybe even some metal shavings out of them corners and stuff, guess what? You're gonna put that nasty mess in your mouth, okay? And like I said, be sure to wipe around the outside of it too with that oil. That's very important because the outside part will rust also. Anyway, like I say, 2 to 3 times, 4 times if you're real peculiar about your stuff. And like you see how it's changing colors in the center of that thing, that means I'm getting it just right, getting that heat up there, getting it really, really hot. You want it hot to season it with that oil and everything. All right, and then on the last time, I washed it down with soap and water using my little orange scouring pad. Okay, be sure to use the plastic handle with that orange pad because it's really hot. You see how it's smoking? Yeah, I learned that the hard way. You're going to see that here in a minute. And anyway, how I knew I was done was the last time I wiped it down with that paper towel, there was no black sooty type stuff on the paper towel. It was clean. So I knew that I had seasoned it just right. Okay? And then after you wash it down with the water and the soap on the last go round with your little scouring pad, you want to put a small thin coat of oil on it before you stow it. And that's all it is to it. You ready to cook like a boss, Herb?